All right. Hi, welcome to our podcast. This is Dug and Jasn, and we are two fat guys trying to get drunk.
And if you're one that likes to watch people drink beer, we're the guys for you.
Yeah.
We're going to try different beers and let you know what we think. If you have any ideas for ones that we want us to see us try, let us know. If we can get it, we'll do it.
Now, the premise behind this is everybody has different palates when it comes to drinking. So, like, for example, I hate Yingling because I can't stand the coffee of the dark taste.
I like Yingling. I like IPAs. I like all beer.
So there you go. So what we're going to do is we're going to give you our different examples of that. My taste is more Miller Lite.
I'm more whatever. I like it all.
Yeah.
What we got here is a nice stout beer. Stout is a dark, rich, robust beer. Not everybody likes them, but I do. So we're going to try this one from Penn Brewery.
Now, these are, what do they call, promotional. They come out once a year. This is, the Penn Brewery partnered up with Sarris Candy, and they made what's called chocolate peanut butter meltaway stout.
Which sounds phenomenal. What's kind of nice, little info about stouts. Stouts was typically known for dark beer, and in 1677, it was used to describe any dark, strong beer, which is kind of cool. I didn't know that until I kind of researched.
He's got his cheat notes in front of him.
I'm sorry, I'm dumb.
All right, so we're gonna go ahead and pour these into a couple cups so you can see what it looks like. Go ahead and pour yours. This gives you a good look of it too. Ooh, that is dark. All right. Got a nice little foam top to it too.
Oh, that is a beautiful.
Nice it's called a head, right?
Yes, and that's a nice milky. Oh, that looks so good.
Yeah, and actually, it smells good too.
Oh, that smells delicious.
Yeah, it does.
That does smell.
It actually does. I'm quite impressed how good it smells.
Yeah, and you're not a fan of dark beer.
Yeah.
And what gives it this nice dark color of the stout is they roast the barleys before they start the brewing process. And unlike normal typical beers where the yeast is added with the everything else, stouts they add it at the very end. It's a top fermenting beer, which gives it also the more robust flavor of known for stouts.
Now I do smell like a kind of a coffee flavor from it, and it smells actually really good. To be honest with you, I'm not really big on dark coffee, but it's got that light coffee type kind of smell.
Because it's because of the roasting of the malt, the barley and the malt gives it that nice roasted coffee texture or taste. I mean, but it smells phenomenal.
Well, I'm excited about it. I want to taste the chocolate and the peanut butter.
You will. The chocolate will mainly come near at the end of the palate.
Kind of like a mocha.
Yeah.
Okay.
Because you know how the chocolate gets you at the end. That's usually how milk stouts do. They give that chocolate ones will give you the back end of the chocolate.
Okay.
Oh, that tastes exactly like a Meltaway.
It really does, actually.
That is phenomenal.
Yeah, like I said, I'm not big on the dark coffee taste. It doesn't have that dark coffee. It has a coffee taste, but not like a dark coffee taste.
That is phenomenal.
That is good.
And it's only a 5.3, so it's it'll take you a few to get you feeling good.
Okay, so let's set up what I was thinking about. We could set up like a danger factor. Okay.
That could be like.
Let's go like 1 to 10 on a danger factor. So if we said the danger factor is like, okay, how much is your appetite gonna make you keep wanting to drink it, and faster? That would be like the lowest would be 1, highest would be 10. So like a danger factor. I mean, I would probably give this about a 4 or 5 for me.
For me, stouts are something you don't drink a lot of. They're more of a sipping beer. Mm-hmm. And truthfully to me, stouts are better semi-warm a little bit. And what's nice too about the darker beers, you can actually age them, and as long as you keep them in a cool, dark spot. Say I had a style, pardon me, when it was brewed, it was about 11.5, 12%. I aged it for almost 7.5, 8 years. It was almost a 15 to 16. It actually, since it is a top fermenting beer, it ferments like wine. It gets stronger with age. Stouts and darker beers.
Okay.
But I give that 4.5.
Okay.
Danger level.
So we're each about there.
Kind of. But I would definitely drink a case of that.
Okay, so we're about the same on that. About a 4.5 for like a danger level.
And nice is, it's like, unlike some stouts, giving like a nasty aftertaste note to it. You don't get that from this one.
Yeah, I'm not getting any kind of aftertaste. It's more watery for me, but
it's really good.
It's not a bad.
And
it's not bad
and still, I can still taste the residual of the chocolate. You know, which is nice. It's sometimes the darker stouts, all you get is coffee. Coffee.
I will say I'm not getting much peanut butter.
No, more chocolate.
Yeah, I was hoping for a little more peanut butter, just looking at the label.
Yeah.
But I mean, to be honest, I mean that's not bad at all. I mean, I can enjoy that all day.
Yeah.
Now what we're doing, or at least what I'm doing, trying to consciously do it when we're tasting these. We learned some years ago. You know.
Oh yes.
We learned some years ago at a tasting. It was
It was Eat and Drink Westmoreland.
Yeah, which they don't have anymore. I'm a bit sad about that. A gentleman who was selling La Prague.
La Prague was Scotch.
Scotch.
It was Scotch.
La Prague right? Scotch. I got to get it right. I'm sorry about that. He was explaining to us the right way to actually taste a whiskey, and I'm consciously doing that when I'm tasting this drink here.
And the process of that is
to let it roll down, smell it, and then let it roll down the middle of your tongue. Because if you let it go under your tongue, you're not getting as much in the taste buds. So you want it to roll down your tongue, because that's where everything is. So you get the full flavor effect of it.
And it's phenomenal, that La Prague. And what was nice is he got to like us. Mm-hmm. And never forget, he started off, it was a 5 or 10?
It was a 10.
It was a 10-year-old. Went back a little bit later. He's like, come here.
Yeah.
He brought out 20-year-old. We're like, okay.
Whoa, buddy.
Oh, the smokiness, the earthiness of it was delicious.
Their motto was, it tastes like dirt.
Smells like medicine, tastes like soil. Yeah, was their motto. And
it did.
It did. And what was really, really cool, we went back a little bit later. He's like, hey guys, come here. I really like you guys. He brought out, was it 40-year-old?
Oh, wasn't 35. That old. I think
35.
Might have been.
Like 35-year-old. Oh my God, it was like water. There was no burn. No, it was just... Mm-hmm. I was like, oh, how much?
Then again, our taste buds might have been burnt by then, because it was all free. I mean, there was like 40 different vendors of whiskey there, so...
And I'm surprised.
Take that into consideration.
Normally,
Jason.
like back then, whiskey made me kind of A-ish.
Yeah?
But...
Let's face it, you were an asshole.
I was. I was trying to be nice.
Okay,
but
I'm not.
Now... You're an ass, yeah.
I know.
But now I love the taste of whiskey. I can sit there and sip whiskey, and I'm fine. And that's what turned me on. Be able to drink whiskey was that night.
Yeah.
That was a great night, and that is a great beer.
It is. This is a very good beer. And
I recommend it if you try all the Penn breweries. They have fantastic beers.
Well, if we get this working successfully, we'll try to have more of their beers on.
Well, they do make variety packs.
We'll work on that. Definitely will.
And like I said, I've had their variety packs. Mm-hmm. I've been a fan of Penn Brewery for years, and I haven't got a chance to go toward the brewery yet. But that is on my bucket list to go do down in Pittsburgh.
So where are we at then? For a danger factor, we're both at about a 4.5.
4.5.
So it's not very dangerous. You're not going to want to keep drinking it and keep drinking it and keep drinking it like you would pop or soda or whatever.
Or a Miller Lite or whatever.
It is a very tasteful stout, and I'm very happy with it. I'm going to give it about a 7.
I'll give it a 7.
Yeah?
I'll give it a 7.
You think so?
That would pair good with a dessert. This is more of a dessert beer.
I could see that. I definitely could.
Like a nice chocolate mousse, or...
I'm thinking like chocolate cake.
Chocolate cake, or even any kind of cake, because this is more considered.
You're making me hungry.
I'm sorry.
Stop it.
More of a dessert beer. Fat.
Fucker. All right.
And I know it. I just ate the last piece of cake.
Oh, I'm going to... Ooh. Turn the camera off.
But no, like I said, this is more of a dessert beer. Something this wouldn't go good with any kind of food. Like steak or anything. This is...
Yeah.
And
I couldn't, like a regular meal, I couldn't do.
After dinner.
Yeah, dessert kind of a cake.
Like,
I actually never thought I'd agree with something like that, but I really would agree with something. It would have to be like a chocolate of some sort.
Yes.
I obviously wouldn't go ice cream or something like that, but like a chocolate cake.
Ooh, actually.
I'm not. Any kind. No, ice cream and beer does not mix. Trust me on this.
No. I'll disagree, because when I was younger, I don't know about now, but my cure for a hangover.
Story time.
When I was younger, in my 20s, our surefire cure for not getting a hangover was strawberry milk and a Kit Kat after the bar. I did that all the time, and I never woke up with a hangover.
I'm going to put a warning on the bottom of this. Do not try this at home.
Why?
Whenever I do the editing, right now there's going to be a warning going, do not try this at home. He's an idiot.
It's a good combination.
Okay, no. I'm sorry. I don't agree with that. I do not agree with that.
Okay.
So we're at a 4.5 on the danger scale.
And a 7.5 for
7 on the
taste.
On the taste, yes. I'm good with a 7. I might go to an 8. Honestly, I'd probably go to an 8 for myself on the taste, because this actually is really good, to be honest.
Yeah, like I said, I'm at a 7. Just
okay.
I like stouts, and the ones that I've had, this is a 7. I've had better stouts, but it is really good.
So for our shows, we're going to do 3 different things. We're going to start off with a promotional item from a local brewery.
Or just local.
We're trying to stick all local breweries on this. So we're going to start off with a promotional item from one of the breweries. We're going to go on to a variety pack. And then we're going to move on to just a regular old beer that maybe one of us hasn't tried before. So
which won't be many for me.
Yeah, so it's all going to be me.
Yeah, I'm sorry. I like my beer.
I know.
And I've had...
I know you do.
A ton.
Mm-hmm. Okay. We can tell. So we're going to move on to the next one. We're going to slide... Yeah.
He's Doug. I'm Jason. This is Dug and Jasn's Beer Run.
Yes, sir.
Okay, I have not had any of these yet. I've been wanting to try these Mountain Dews. I've heard good things about them. And the flavors that they have are regular Mountain Dew, the Baja Blast, Watermelon, Live Wire, and Code Red.
Now, the 4 smaller cans, obviously, they came in a variety pack, but they came in the variety pack with the watermelon. So that's why I went and bought the Code Red, because we got to taste that one, too.
Where do you want to start? Do you want to start?
Oh, man. Well, yeah, okay, so let's start with the original. Okay.
Listen for the crack.
This is by Pepsi Company, and I just can't believe that they made this. It actually says Ball on the can somewhere, and they are 5%?
Yes.
5% alcohol.
Well, let's see how it cracks.
No,
it wasn't a bad crack.
No, it was all right. It was all right. So let's see. We're going to go ahead and try this is just the regular. It says 0 sugar, right?
Yes.
Okay, yeah. 0 sugar is always a good thing with alcohol, because it can cause problems later if you don't have 0 sugar. And I am a Mountain Dew fiend, so this better be good.
I like Mountain Dew myself. I'm more of a Baja Blast.
Mm-hmm.
Let's see. Cheers.
Cheers.
Let's go.
Oh, my God.
Ooh.
Yeah. Okay. So, if you get Diet Mountain Dew, this tastes exactly
like
Diet Mountain Dew. That is a problem.
Yeah.
Because on the danger factor, I'm going to put it up there.
See, that's where it kind of goes down. I'm not a fan of Diet Pop. But danger low, but drinkability on the higher end, because I could probably sit there and just, oh, you're drinking, what are you drinking? Mountain Dew?
Yeah, that's a problem. I mean, you can kind of taste it, the alcohol in it, but not very
Very,
much.
and it's at the very end.
They went out of their way. They went out of their way on this one to make it taste really good. So watch the kids around these cans. Do not let them touch them because they won't know the difference.
And then what's nice is if you on the back of the cans, it does say 5%, 21 plus.
Yes.
On the cans. So
if you got kids at home, do not put these in a locked cabinet
somewhere. or in your beer fridge.
Yes.
Okay, let's try.
So, go ahead. Go with the Baja Blast.
Let's go with Baja Blast.
Now, I'm not fond of the Baja Blast regular myself.
You gotta love. That's my all-time favorite is the Baja. Mm. Actually, I would like. I got high hopes for that one because I love the Major Melon.
Okay.
Watermelon.
Well, let's focus on the Baja Blast right now. We'll get to the Major Melon in a minute. Yeah, about halfway. That's good. Yeah, cause like I said, I'm not a big fan of the regular Baja Blast. It's not for me.
It smells like regular Baja.
Okay. Yeah.
I like that whole danger 8.
See, now that's where we run into issues. If we're gonna danger factor these. I'm thinking we just danger factor them as to whether or not, like, if you like that flavor, you're going to start drinking it no matter what. Are you going to stop? That is my question.
This one, no.
Is it going to be easier for you to stop? Are you going to notice it before you stop? That's the question I have.
I'm probably going to be like, okay, I'm feeling good.
I would hope so. So far, my danger factor is up there pretty much. I'm not going to give a number, but I'm going to give a number for the whole group as it goes. So, but
that's definitely my. So right now, Baja.
So
A1 for me.
We're not having any luck actually tasting the alcohol in these.
No.
Did you notice that? I mean, I haven't. So
we're gonna try the Major Melon now.
Major Melon.
Well, watermelon.
Yeah, that's watermelon.
Might as well say Major Melon because basically that's their.
Well, you can say Major Melon all you want.
Because that's their version of watermelon.
Okay. So, watermelon down the hatch.
Salute. Oh my.
Ooh, I have a new favorite.
Oh.
I do like watermelon, and this is causing a problem. I think that can's going to disappear here in about 5 minutes. You're not going to see it again.
They're fighting words there.
That is very good. That is very good right there. Yeah. And it's the same thing. I'm not really tasting the alcohol.
No.
Can kind of smell it a little bit. Because you're always going to have that little hint of just the alcohol no matter what.
Yeah.
So I can kind of smell it, but it's not quite there in the taste. Oh, yeah.
Not a good crack on that one.
Now we're going with the live wire. I've actually been told by several people that these are amazing, and that's before we even started this. I work in a beer warehouse. I'm not going to say which one for promotional purposes right now. And this is where this whole idea for this podcast came from was, and I know he's had more rounded tastes with the alcohols and stuff, and I thought this would be a fabulous thing to do.
And I'm up for it. I'm always up for trying new things and trying different things. Mm-hmm. And I was like, sure. And it gets me something to do on my days off.
Live wire down the hatch.
Salute.
Ooh, that is good. Yeah, that is really, really good. So we're having it's the same thing the whole way down the line.
I just had to get a drink. I didn't get a drink of water because I was just getting.
I'm with you on that one, to be honest.
I was just getting like the combination of the other three. So this is a clean palate, new sip. It smells like live wire.
It smells like orange pop.
Yeah.
It really does. And I mean, I've never had live wire myself. I'm a straight Mountain Dew guy. I've always been straight Mountain Dew.
That's not bad.
So
that's not bad.
To me, the aftertaste is kind of it's the after effect. The fact that these don't have any caffeine in them either is kind of surprising.
No caffeine. That's right.
Yeah.
In any of them.
They are no sugar, 0 sugar on them. You see that?
Yeah.
Okay, 0 sugar. I don't know if you can see it right there. Now it is time for the Code Red. Now the Code Red is the one where I'm going to have my hopes up because that's always been one of my favorite right there. Crack that pounder.
Oh.
Couldn't find the cans separately with the Code Red that were smaller, so got a pounder. Trust me, we'll finish it. One of us will.
Not while I'm boring.
All right. So. Oh boy, it smells just like Code Red. It smells just like Code Red.
Yeah. Oh, that's gonna be dangerous.
You ready? Let's go for it.
Oh my God.
Oh yeah.
I have a new favorite.
So my danger factor is a 10
Yes.
on all of these. Because
Yes.
if you like the flavor, this is going to be one of those ones you're not going to want a small can.
You're gonna go
With a
for
pounder.
for the big boy.
And you're going to drink, and then by the time you get to the end, you're not going to realize how much you're feeling it. And you're going to want another one, and it's going to be dangerous. This is the danger factor. That's why why we call it that.
The danger zone.
So if you want a good drink, limit yourself on these.
I would definitely say drink one, wait an hour, and then drink another one, because if you just go drink 2 of these right to the face in a row, you're going to be on the floor.
I am right with you on that one. I seriously am.
And to boot, just put this out there.
Mm-hmm.
We are not condoning the overindulgence of any of these
Please no.
beers. Please drink responsible.
And if you know anybody who's an alcoholic and they think they can handle these, please
stop them. And offer and if you know somebody who's, like you said, he's an alcoholic, offer them help. I mean, and water is...
It may only be 5%, but as quick as you want to drink these things,
5% will come up and bite you in the keister.
Mm-hmm.
Been there.
Yes, sir.
And always drink some water in between.
Mm-hmm.
Help keep yourself hydrated.
Yes, sir.
Like I said, we're not promoting overindulgence of any kind of alcohol or beer that we do try on here. Mm-hmm. Please drink responsible.
The reason we're drinking water in between these is to get the actual effect of the taste on these, so that we can enjoy each flavor separately as we're doing this. So,
and to stay hydrated, because alcohol will dehydrate you.
That is very true. So for our last thing, we're going to go to Coors. Coors
Banquet. And
okay, cool. So
they actually brought him back in the old school.
I do like the short neck bottle. It kind of it looks better. It's there's something when I notice when I'm
the Jack's Links.
Jack's Links.
They're on the front of the refrigerator. Ball opener.
They're not twisted?
No.
Oh, they're not twist.
They're not twist.
Well, bet.
They are?
Twist off.
Okay, it didn't look like a twist off.
Yeah, you just wanted to use your beer opener. So
Foul.
So first off, I'm going to say this. I've never actually had Coors Banquet. The only Coors I've ever drank was Coors Light, and I always thought it was piss water.
And it is.
Sorry to you Coors lovers, that's just my feeling about it.
You know what? And I agree with 100%. Coors Light tastes like water, and I can't drink it because I had a buddy and sat there and I pounded beer for beer, and we went through a case and a half, and he was sloshed, and I'm like, got real beer?
Story time with Jason.
I got a ton of them, and most of them involve alcohol.
Warning.
So, by the way, the voice that you might hear in the background every now and then, if I can't edit out his voice, is my cousin Lewis, who's helping us with the camera work. I appreciate it. Thank you, Lewis.
We thank you, Lou.
He's not as much of a beer drinker, and he's a lightweight. And yes, I said that.
I don't care.
Okay. So
I can agree.
One thing I like about these when I'm stocking the shelf with these.
Want to hand me that last cup?
I notice when I can, because they'll come in a case of
Just for
4 6-packs. And a lot of times with the long neck bottles, they're skinnier. So if you go to pull one out too quick, I learned this day 3 when I started working there. You pull a 6-pack out of one of them cases, you're going to catch the lip of one of those other bottles, and you'll pull it right out of the box and drop it on the floor. It'll explode. You don't do that with these because the longer neck is what causes that, I think. I do like the old-fashioned kind of bottles on these. I really do.
This was the original bottle for when they first produced the Coors.
Okay.
This was the original style bottle.
So we're gonna have to get like the Coors background information on the Banquet.
Yeah,
So
most definitely.
So, also the other thing about Coors Banquet for me, I never knew that it existed.
Really?
Honest to God, I always knew of Coors Light. I never knew about Coors Banquet. I've never seen an advertisement for Coors Banquet anywhere.
Because you know what? Because it really kind of it was something out in the Colorado area
Okay.
where they're from. Because like it was for a while, that's all you could buy. There was no Coors Light.
Okay.
You know, and I have cousins that drank that like when I was younger.
Mm-hmm.
You know, and I remember these little pony bottles, and they were like, "Oh, that's cool."
So, from what you know, and again, we'll throw more into this here in a second, but from what you know, I mean, was it always called Coors Banquet?
From what I remember, yes.
Okay.
I guess I remember it was always called Coors Banquet.
Okay. So this is a 12-ounce bottle.
And it has a nice amber color, similar to the Coors Light.
I do like that amber color because it is darker than the Coors Light. It kind of reminds me of Miller, and I'm fond of Miller. I do like that. It's very crystal clear too. I've noticed. It's like a lot of beers you can see the like just a little bit of a depth in it, but that is almost crystal clear even with the color.
Yes.
So gotta appreciate that.
And with most beers, too, the only true difference in brewing beer is the water.
Okay.
Because they all have hops, barley, sugar, yeast. It's all in the regions what kind of water they use.
Well, it's not just beer. It's also liquors, too. Because I know, what was it? I think Jack Daniels... Is it Jack Daniels? I think they used to get theirs out of a certain spring.
Yes,
and almost to this day, I think they still do.
Yeah, and some with some liquors, again, going back to the Scotch, for Scotch to be called Scotch, it had to become they had to use water from a certain region in Scotland.
Oh, okay.
If I remember correct, if my memory is correct. Seeing on History Channel.
We'll do more research on that one and get back to you.
Yes, but I do believe that it had to become from a certain region to be called Scotch.
Okay. So let's go ahead and, for my first time trying Coors Banquet, it says Coors Golden Banquet Beer. Son of a bitch. Just went ahead and tried it on me, didn't you? Okay. So I'm just trying to make sure we get all the information on here.
That was supposed to be for me. No.
All right. So, to my friends and our viewers, I hope you enjoy this show.
Again, if you have any recommendations for things you want us to try, let us know, please, and enjoy.
I actually don't mind Coors Banquet. I still don't like Coors Light.
No, I will
Banquet.
like Coors Light, Michelob Ultra, anything like that.
It's got an aftertaste there.
Yeah,
Is that
but
hops?
Yeah,
Is that the hops?
Yeah, that's
Okay.
that's probably the hop on
So
it.
it's got a kind of a deep aftertaste, but definitely doable.
Oh yeah, definitely this will do.
I get the feeling I would want to. It would have to be cold.
Yes.
There's almost
this
no way
one-
I could drink this warm. I
Yeah.
get that just from the taste of it.
Again with beer, the lighter the beer it has to be cold. Like into the darker, like the lagers, the stouts, the imperial, imperial stouts. You need they can be served warm. They're actually a little bit better warm, and like with like German beers too. Certain German beers are better warm because that's how they're actually served over in Germany. If I know this from facts, my cousin was over in Germany. If you want a cold beer, you have to ask for a cold beer.
Okay.
If you just if you go and say, hey, can I get a beer? And go to a bar and say, hey, can I get a beer? They're going to give you a warm beer.
I did not know that.
Well, I don't know if it was just that bar or if it's all Germany, but he says the bar he went to, he had to ask for his beer cold.
Okay.
And I'm like, that's kind of weird. But then drinking some German beers, different styles, I found some of them are better warm. They don't I don't know if it being cold changes the.
It might change the yeast in it.
Maybe.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think the more we go on with this show, if it works out, that we'll start learning more of this, and I'm sure we'll get some fact checkers posting on our website.
And we recommend any kind of fact checking you want to do. Please do. We like to learn.
Oh yeah.
We want to know if we're saying something wrong. Correct us. We're not going to be like, oh, you're an ass for why you fact checking us. We know what we're talking about.
What's your damn language?
No, no, because we don't. We know a little bit, but if you can give us any more information, please do. Mm-hmm. You know.
Yeah, be honest, for the most part, I enjoy that beer. That's not a bad beer. If I went to a party and that's all somebody had, I would definitely not have a problem.
And I will say the popularity of Coors beer has increased exponentially since when Yellowstone started.
Really?
Yes, because all they drink is Coors.
Oh, I did not know that.
Are you a fan of Yellowstone?
I do not watch Yellowstone.
Well, I know I got to finish watching it. You know, because I'm behind on everything. But, yeah, they drink Coors. And it's the small little bottles.
Okay.
Yeah. So I think that show helped bring back the popularity of Coors Banquet back. Because I remember, seeing it as a kid. Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Well, this is our first episode of Dug and Jasn's Beer Run. Hope you enjoyed watching two fat guys try to get drunk.
Yep. And cheers.